Welcome back to Hollywood Impact, another episode. We got Sinners. So excited for this. I was so hyped for this when this first came out. Starring Michael B. Jordan and Michael B. Jordan.
Yes.
And Hailee Steinfeld. And directed by Ryan Coogler. So this is the second time that duo is kind of...
Yep.
And if they make any more films, if I see those two names coming up, I'm in.
Go watch it.
I'm in.
Coogly Moogly.
I'm in. Anyways, we like to break things down here in about 4 categories, and that goes the performances, the story, the atmosphere, and the impact. And we're going to go ahead and go through them as fast as we possibly can, but giving you all the information that you need to determine whether you should see this movie. So the performances are pretty stellar in here, especially by Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, yeah. Michael B. Jordan squared.
I'm not good at math.
Yeah, that might not add up right. Isn't 2 squared 4?
I think so.
1 squared 1?
Yeah.
There's 2 of them.
It did show scenes where they're supposed to be like in the same picture, and they did a lot of those like cutting back to forth. Mm-hmm. So like that's not like my favorite thing in the world. I like it when they put the effort in. Like even if the CGI isn't perfect, I like when they show that they can be in the same room.
Yeah. Mickey 17 did that almost perfectly.
Oh my gosh, so good.
But not that it wasn't like a super bad thing in this movie.
No. It didn't take away from it, but it is like a little tiny nitpick that I have. Hailee Steinfeld is really good.
Really good. For as much as I couldn't understand him, I liked Slim's performance.
Yeah.
I needed subtitles for this movie for sure.
Yeah, I would like to watch this again with subtitles.
You'll still understand most of it. You'll just miss out on things here and there.
Yes.
But yeah, I like Slim. Slim's a good character.
Story is probably the weakest aspect in here.
Yeah.
There are cool elements to it. I like the story. If you guys don't know, it is about the twins Smoke and Stack and Sammy Preacher Boy, who basically are trying to set up this juke joint. Things go awry when the party starts happening, and it kind of narrates at the beginning of the film that like there's ways that music can do something with the veil between like life and death. It's kind of hard to explain.
Really
it's
weird.
Not really explained, and that's kind of why the story is kind of weaker in that sense. But it is cool.
Yeah, very
There's
cool.
There's a lot to love in here, and it's got vampires.
Yeah.
You've seen it from the trailers. It's not really a spoiler, and I think the vampires that are shown in here, I really like because they take a lot of the core aspects of vampirism that we kind of have known throughout many legends, and they actually use most all of the stuff. They use the garlic, the wooden stake, the can't be in sunlight, the you have to be invited in, stuff like that. They use all of those instead of just picking 1 or 2 and then just like making a joke or a gag about the others.
Yeah.
They actually use all those elements. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. The worst part about the story is there's just too much. There's a lot that Ryan was going for in this movie. You could almost make 2 or 3 movies out of this and still be like equally successful. It just makes for some messy segments and not necessarily plot holes, but just really odd writing choices, and so many conveniences happen, especially in the climax. I think the weakest part for me is the climax is almost no climax. Like I really hated the way they filmed the big action part. I thought it was real clumsy, and like just so many parts where like the bad guys back off and then they're back on and they back off. It's like it's just do it,
dude. It's turn-based combat, don't you know? It's turn-based combat.
This was directed by Lariat Studios.
I'm gonna pull up a clip from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. You'll see it on there.
My turn! What? Nappa, what are you doing?
It's his turn, Vegeta. I have to wait for him.
It's just, and it doesn't take me out completely, but it's like, man, this is really odd, like given how good, the music is, and we'll get to that. But just definitely the weakest for me, like almost like half as good, I would say, as everything else.
It feels like it should have been either a 3-hour movie or it should have been a 2-hour movie, because it felt like there was like 2 different stories that almost clashed because they spent a lot of time like going through the history of the twins and things like that. Then it shifts over to the vampire stuff, and there's not a whole lot of connection between the two.
And very little build up to the vampire stuff as well.
Yeah.
Like as soon as they finally show one, like it's game on.
Yeah.
Like that's when it's go time.
Like it is now a different film.
But they spent all this time building up the history of the period, and it's whatever.
Yeah. Right. But when it comes to the atmosphere is absolutely my favorite part. This is probably the only film I gave the atmosphere a perfect score, because I like score each of the categories like beforehand to figure out my final score. This got a perfect score because the period piece set, like all the sets, all the clothes, the costumes, the way people talked is so on point. And on top of all that, there's some good jump scares. There's a couple good jump scares in this movie. It's not really a horror film.
Yeah.
It kind of is, but it's not. It's more of like, Ryan Coogler likes to tell these like cultural stories, and it's another one of those, more metaphorical, but the music.
Oh my gosh.
Music's banger. Music slaps.
Actually peak. Like, it is so good throughout the whole movie. It is so good. And they even like add some different genres in,
Yeah.
you know, whenever they're breaking the veil. And man, like, it's, that part was, I think that went a little too long, that scene in particular.
Really?
But it only, some of the like future stuff was just kind of odd. But I get it. Like, I know what they're going for. And like, I'm in. But dude, oh my gosh, the folk and bluegrass. Or bluegrass. not bluegrass, blues. The folk and blues music.
Yeah, not bluegrass.
Holy cow, it is so good.
So
I don't
good.
care if you're not a fan of it.
It's so raw.
Yeah.
And
like,
I love that about it.
Oh my gosh, especially Preacher Boy. Man, he's a talented
So good.
young man.
Dude, and there's people in this film that can actually sing and don't get to sing, but the people who do are just like,
Kill it.
they absolutely kill it. And you know, people dancing, people stomping their feet. I was stomping my foot real out in the theater. He would know. He probably felt it. But like, I was getting into it. Like, yeah, there's a theater full of a bunch of other random strangers.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I kind of want to get up and dance a little bit. Like,
Hey,
it's
if
so
they're
cool.
if they're allowed to laugh, you're allowed to stomp.
That's fair. But like, I never dance worth nothing. Like, I'm not a dancer. So like, that was surprising for me. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting into
I'm
this.
I'm about to like,
I'm vibing right now.
I'm about to juke up in this joint.
No, but no, but they blend all these genres and they separate them at perfect times.
That part was actually like, I like that part.
And so like, you'll get blues, then all of a sudden you get Rocky Road to Dublin, and I'm like, I don't know what it is about this, but I love it, and I want more of it. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing this hat, by the way. I never addressed this until right now. One, Irish. Two, a lot of people wear these hats in the film,
Yeah,
and my hair was super messy after wearing a hat all day long, and I didn't want to show that. So
Hey, if there's
Transparent.
if there's hats that are prevalent in the film, we'll wear it. You wore a cowboy hat for Twisters.
I did wear a cowboy hat, dude. Maybe I can be the hat guy.
It's just been that long since we've had prevalent hats in movies.
That's true. More hats, guys.
That's
more
right.
hats. The Impact. All right. I would rewatch this tomorrow.
Yeah.
I would, absolutely. But I think after stewing on it for just a little bit, my score has gone down because of mostly the story pieces. But again, I would still go and watch it again. I recommend that you see it. And I think that a lot of people of appropriate ages, because there's some stuff in here.
Yeah,
I think a lot of different people will really like this film.
Yeah, like it's rated R, but it's rated R.
If you like horror stuff, this has some stuff for you. If you like musicals, this got some stuff for you. If you like action, this got some stuff for you. If you like drama pieces, it's got a little bit of in there too. It's got a little bit of everything, and I really like that. It's mostly musical though.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
But not, it doesn't take you out
No,
like at all.
it is part of the story.
Right, because it's a club.
Yes.
It's, oh my gosh, it's the perfect way to make a musical.
So cool. Love it.
Very
But-
good.
Are you ready to give it a score?
Yeah, you want me to go first?
Yeah, I want you to go first.
Okay. This is a movie where I have to bring myself down from the fun highs and I think about the story, but I have to consider how much I had a lot of fun and there's a lot to critique here. You know, which one am I going to weigh more? And I'm an optimist, so I like the fun parts a lot more, and like you will enjoy this movie. And so I'm going to rest at a solid 7.5.
Solid 7.5. That's a little bit lower than what I anticipated for you.
7.5.
But I'm not like upset by it. I'm not going to necessarily outright disagree. I think I just had so much fun with this that I'm a person that if I can overlook its flaws, like, I don't hardly pay attention to them. Yeah, I pointed them out in here, but that's the only time I'm ever really going to point them out.
Yeah, it's a review.
So I'm going to give it an 8.5. I think it is really solid. I almost gave it a 9, but after getting off that high just a little bit, I was like, you know what? I still think this is a great film, and I think all of you should watch it. So,
and that'll make a nice even 8.
A nice even 8. Right? Average out those scores right there, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, we hope you all have a good one.
Bye-bye.